Lesson 8. Blocks in Scratch. Scratch coding is the process of writing and running programs using blocks of code. Coding means training a computer to follow the instructions given by us. Children will be able to creating a new project in Scratch, sprites direction, understanding blocks. Neha. Hi Tia. Do you remember that we had fun while working on Scratch? Tia. Yes, Neha. I enjoyed Scratch a lot. Neha. I'm glad to hear that, Tia. Scratch is amazing because it lets us use those colorful blocks to make our own games and stories. Tia. That's true, Neha. I felt like a little programmer when we used those blocks to give instructions to the computer. Neha. You are absolutely right, Tia. Scratch makes it easy for us to learn about coding and be creative. Tia. And it's so much fun. I can't wait to create more games and stories with Scratch. Neha. Me too. Let's explore even more and see what amazing things we can make. Creating a new project in Scratch. Whenever you open Scratch, a new project is created automatically. However, you can create a new project at any time. Steps to create a new project. 1. Click on the File menu. A drop-down menu appears. 2. Select the new option to create a new project. Sprites direction. The stage is divided into 4 quadrants using a horizontal line called the x-axis and a vertical line called the y-axis. The x value determines the horizontal position of the sprite and the y value determines the vertical position of the sprite. Thus, the position of a sprite on the stage is decided by its x and y values, variously called the x and y coordinates. The point at which the x and y axes meet is called the origin. The value of x and y at origin is 0. The x and y values of the sprite can be changed by inserting the different values in the text boxes. It helps to move a sprite to a specific location on the stage. Tech Corner. The x coordinate of a sprite increases from 0 to 240 when it moves to the right from the origin and decreases from 0 to minus 240 when it moves to the left from the origin. Similarly, the y-coordinate of a sprite increases from 0 to 180 when it moves up from the origin and decreases from 0 to minus 180 when it moves down from the origin. Understanding blocks. Blocks refer to the commands for the sprite. There are a number of blocks available in Scratch that are used to control the sprite on the stage. These blocks are categorized into various types such as motion, looks, events, sound, pen, control, etc. Each type of block serves a different function. Basically, these blocks provide the instructions to the sprite. Let's learn about these blocks in detail. Motion blocks. These blocks are used to control the movement of the sprite. You can move the sprite a number of steps backward and forward. You can also rotate it clockwise or anti-clockwise. Some motion blocks are shown below. Move. This block moves a sprite forward in the direction it is facing. To make the sprite move, drag the move block a number of steps into the script area. Type the number of steps to move and click on the move block. The sprite will now move by a specified number of steps. Turn. This block changes the direction in which the sprite is facing. It turns a sprite according to the specified number of degrees, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. This block is mainly used for rotating a sprite. Go to. This block sets the sprite's x and y position to the specified position, which can be either a random position or the mouse pointer or to another sprite. Click on the drop-down arrow to select the different options. Go to X, Y. This block is used to move the sprite to the specified X and Y positions. It is used whenever a sprite needs to jump from one position to another. Glide, seconds 2. This block moves a sprite either to a random position, to the mouse pointer or another sprite at a steady pace in the specified number of seconds. You can choose the required option using the drop-down menu. This block pauses another script running at the same time. Glide seconds to X, Y. This block moves a sprite to the specified X and Y positions in the specified number of seconds. Point in direction. This block rotates the sprite to point it in the specified direction. The default value is 90. It can be replaced by any number. If on edge, bounce. This block checks to see if the sprite is touching the edges of the stage, and if it does, it will make the sprite bounce back in the opposite direction. Set rotation style. This block changes the rotation style of the sprite. There are 3 options: left, right, don't rotate, and all around. Set X to. This block changes the X position of the selected sprite to a specified value. Set Y to. This block changes the Y position of the selected sprite to a specified value. Example. The following script shows how to animate the butterfly sprite using the motion blocks. Script. Use the Choose a Sprite option and select the butterfly sprite. Use the Choose a Backdrop option and select the forest backdrop. Explanation. When the user clicks on the butterfly, it goes to the random position. Then it glides to the mouse pointer for 1 second and rotates to point it to 90 degrees. If the butterfly touches the edges of the stage, it bounces back in the opposite direction. This script will run continuously in a loop. Looks blocks. Looks blocks are used to change the look and appearance of a sprite. You can also apply several effects to your sprite using looks blocks. Some of the looks block to apply effects are described below. Say. This block is used to show a speech call out. Example, hi. The speech bubble will play until another speech or thought block is placed in the script below it or the stop sign is pressed. Think. This block is used to show a thought bubble call out. Example, The thought bubble will play until another speech or thought block is placed in the script below it or the stop sign is pressed. Hide. This block is used to hide a sprite. Show. This block is used to show the hidden sprite. Switch costume to. This block is used to change the costume of a sprite. You can choose a particular costume using the drop. Tech Corner. In Scratch, there are 3 tabs: Code, Costumes, and Sounds. The Code tab comprises of Blocks palette, which has all the available blocks in Scratch and allows you to drag blocks into the script area. The Costume tab contains a list of costumes for the selected sprite. You can change the appearance of a sprite by changing its costume. The Sounds tab contains various audio clips. Sound blocks. These blocks are used to make sprite play sounds. Some sound blocks are shown below. Play sound until done. This block is used to play the selected sound completely and only then run other blocks below it. Start sound. This block is used to play the sound and continue to execute the next block without waiting for the sound to finish playing. Set volume to %. This block allows you to set the volume of the sound. The value is added in the box. It is only applicable for the sprite or stage that has the block in its script. Stop all sounds. This block is used to stop playing all the sounds. Fact Corner. You can create a script to play more than one sound. You can also play a sound multiple times using control blocks. Example 3. The script shows how to set the volume when a key is pressed. Script. Explanation. When the user presses the down arrow key, the volume is set to 5% and the cat sprite will play the meow sound completely. Pen block. Pen block has the blocks that allow you to draw objects on the stage. The pen blocks are green in color. Using pen blocks. To use pen blocks, you need to add them in your project. Follow the given below steps to add pen blocks. 1. click on the Code tab. 2. Click on the Add extension. 3. Select the pen block from the list. The pen blocks will get added in the project. Let us learn about them. Clear. It clears all pen marks from the stage. Pen down. It puts the pen down and draws lines while moving. Pen up. It lifts the pen up and does not draw lines while moving. Set pen color to. It sets the color of the pen chosen by the programmer. Set pen size to. It sets the thickness of the pen by typing a new number in the number area. Stamp. It is used to make a duplicate copy of the sprite. Example 1. Scratch program to draw a line. Step 1. Open Scratch. Step 2. Click on the pen block and drag the pen down block in the script area. Step 3. Click on the Change Pen Color by 10 block and drag it to the script area just below the previous block to attach it. Step 4. From the motion blocks, click on the Move 10 Steps block and drag it to the script area. Replace the value of steps from 10 to 20. You can see that a colorful line is drawn. Increase the value in block to draw a bigger line. Example 2. Scratch program to draw a square. Step 1. Open Scratch. Step 2. Click on the pen block and drag the pen down block in the script area. Step 3. Click on the Change Pen Color by 10 block and drag it to the script area just below the previous block to attach it. Step 4. From the motion blocks, click on the Move 10 Steps block and drag it to the script area. Replace the value of steps from 10 to 20. Step 5. Click on the Turn 15 degrees and drag it just below the previous block to attach both the blocks. Replace the value of steps from 15 to 90. Step 6. Click on the first block 4 times. You can see that a colorful square is drawn. Increase the value in the block to draw a bigger square. Example 3. A Scratch program to draw a circle. Step 1. Open Scratch. Step 2. Click on the pen block and drag the pen down block in the script area. Step 3. Click on the Change Pen Color by 10 block and drag it to the script area just below the previous block to attach it. Step 4. Click the block and replace the value of 10 to 360. Step 5. Click on the Turn Clockwise 15 degrees and drag it just below the previous block to attach both the blocks. Replace the value of steps from 15 to 90. Step 6. From the motion blocks, click on Move 10 Steps, the block, and drag it to the script area. Replace the value of 10 to 1. Step 7. Click on the first block. You can see that a colorful circle is drawn. Try by changing Repeat to 90 and moving by 4 and turning by 4. This will create the circle faster. Flashback. In Scratch, a script is created for a sprite. It is the only object that can move, so every project has at least one sprite. The stage is divided into 4 quadrants using a horizontal line called the x-axis and a vertical line called the y-axis. There are a number of blocks available in Scratch used to control the sprite on the stage. These blocks are categorized into various types such as motion, looks, events, sound, pen, control, etc. You can move the sprite a number of steps backward and forward and also rotate it clockwise or anti-clockwise using motion blocks. Looks blocks are used to change the look and appearance of a sprite. You can also apply several effects to your sprite using looks blocks. Sound blocks are used to make sprite play sound.